It's nice to see you again. Okay, and I was speaking to Elon. It's nice to see you as well. Once again, my name is Shlomo Nash, and I'm going to give our presentation, starting with the presentation. The whole purpose of this presentation, Avram, is that there's so much information here in Israel about Jews Plus in Hebrew, in Ivrit, but there's so little in English. Okay, and we're building up something in English for the English-speaking community so that they can understand what's happening, okay, about this unbelievable revolution, a healthy revolution that's happening here in Israel and all around the world, okay? So as I mentioned last time, I just want your undivided attention because, at least for me, some of the things that we're going to speak about, it changed my life. It changed my life, Boaz, in terms of my nutrition in my house. Elon, you were speaking about it just a few minutes ago. About my nutrition in my house, with myself, with my wife, with my children, with the grandparents, and it could possibly change it for yourself as well. And my financial situation, okay, it also changed. So I need to have your undivided attention because it could possibly change your life as well, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a little introduction myself, and then we'll hear from Boaz, okay? He's in the Golan Heights. I'm in Jerusalem, okay? Abraham, where are you? Are you in Jerusalem as well? Okay. Okay, very good. But I'm just going to do that, and then we'll have any questions that you might have, okay? So as I mentioned last time, my name is Shlomo Nash of Steve Nash, okay? But not the most valuable basketball player, the MVP, as I mentioned last time in Canada, but maybe the most valuable one here in Jerusalem with the Juice Plus. I've been taking the Juice Plus myself, okay, and part of this whole program, this whole transformation that's happening, I'm taking it for about 7 years, okay? I'm a father of 7 children. I have 6 grandchildren. I like to tell my wife I'm 28. Okay, I feel like I'm 28, so I'm going to tell her. She doesn't believe me, but I feel like it, so I'm going to tell her. Okay. Like I said, I'm taking it for about 7 years. The way the way that I came to the Juice Plus is I work here in Jerusalem and in Israel as a tour guide, showing people around this unbelievable country. Okay, and specializing in Jerusalem. Just give you a little tour, right? For example, going into the city of David, right by the Western Wall, you can go to the city of David. And when you go there, it's like you're walking in the footsteps of the Bible, of the Tanakh, because you're walking in the footsteps of King David and King Solomon and Hezekiah and Jeremiah, and going to the Gilchon Spring, the Siloam Pool, pretty amazing. But there are many, many stairs over there. And I used to be so tired about 7 years ago. So coming back every day, very, very tired. My wife tells me one day, she says to me, Boaz, she wants to change the food in the house. And she wants me to eat less sugars. Okay, sugar's really not good. If you can get off of sugar, try and do it because it's really causes a lot of problems. Okay, and she wants me to take this certain supplement, the food supplement called the Juice Plus. Now, I didn't know what this was. Okay, but I got to listen to my wife, right, Elon? So I listened to her. Okay, so I listened to her, and after taking this for about, I would say, I took it for about 3 weeks or so, I started feeling more energy because I used to be tired all the time. Then when everyone was sick in the winter, I wasn't getting sick as much, okay, which is significant, when you look at things today. Now, when the grandmother, she saw it was good for me, she bought it for herself, and she got it free for one of my children. And it started changing the whole health of my whole family. Okay, but I said to my wife, how do I know this really goes in the bloodstream? There's so many kind of supplements you can take, any kind of vitamins. I don't know, Ilan and Abraham, if you take any vitamins, okay, you can write it in the chat, okay? But I said to my wife, I said, how do I know this really goes in the bloodstream? So she told me, she said that there are more than 37 clinical studies from major universities all around the world, okay, showing the efficacy of this going in the body and doing good things. And that time it was 37 clinical studies. Today it's already at 41 from major universities, whether it's Brigham Young University, whether it's MD Anderson in Texas, or Yale University, or University in California, in Florida, North Carolina, in Switzerland, Sweden, Germany, Denmark, all around the world. They've checked this specific product and this whole program, and they've seen the efficacy of it going in the body and doing the good things. Okay. But I was still skeptical till I saw my wife's blood tests, because she was a little high for cholesterol and she was getting close to being diagnosed and having diabetes. And after taking it consistently, she was able to level off all those factors. So I said, wow, if it can do it for me and my family, right? And all of a sudden we see a change in our house. All of a sudden my wife, she started drinking water. She never drank water. She would always drink all kinds of soda and mitts, and all kinds of juices, but never water. All of a sudden she started drinking water. All of a sudden I started taking fruits and vegetables. In addition to taking this Juice Plus product, right, every day, I was also taking more fruits and vegetables. I was taking like 5 or 6 fruits and vegetables every single day, because once your system gets something good, it wants more of it. And this is what I saw. And I started exercising more. And I said, wow, if it can do it for me and my family, it can do it for families all around the world. And that's what it's doing. And it's pretty amazing, because right today, as I mentioned, I'm a tour guide. And Boaz, as you know, right, and Abraham, that, that all the hotels are closed. There's tourism is pretty much not here. That's, maybe hopefully it'll come back. But right now there's no tourism. There's no income. I wouldn't be able to, have any income right now. But I have gratefulness to my wife, because it was 7 years ago when she introduced me to this. And this was always my plan B, right? So Abraham, this was always my plan B, as being a tour guide. When I'm going to retire, this is something I'm going to build up and help people getting healthier. But it turned out to be my plan A right now, right? So that's why it's pretty amazing, because right now, where I would have no income is being a tour guide, I'm able to help people around the world getting healthier, right? In 30 countries from international business, and I'm getting paid from the company, right? A commission every month for helping people getting healthier. So it's amazing, right? That I can help people getting healthier and get paid for it. Okay. But you have to understand now, what is this uniqueness about this product, about this company, right? They said the company with a heart, right? Why is it the company with a heart? Well, first of all, I know the company firsthand. I met Jay Martin, the person who introduced Juice Plus to the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is a billion-dollar company in 30 countries around the world. They're growing everywhere, right? And he was the one who introduced Juice Plus into the world 27 years ago, okay? And I had the opportunity of meeting him at a conference and meeting some of these unbelievable people, okay? But this company is very unique. It's in 30 countries around the world, as I mentioned, and it's been through difficult times in the financial situation, the financial world, right? When the finances were in difficulty in 2008, they continued to grow. They're continuing to grow every single year. This is a 50-year-old company, right? For the last 27 and a half years or 27 years, they have introduced to the world the fruits, vegetables, and berries. Is called the 3 blend, and what's called the complete, which is going to be the protein, okay, protein shake. But it's in 30 countries around the world. And they just recently opened up the country of Romania and Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and also Mexico, okay? And they're going to be recently opening up Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, and Portugal. It's pretty amazing, okay? But so this company is very, very unique. But I believe that what's so unique about this company is something that is very special that my children had as well, is that they offer that a person who takes the Juice Plus for themselves, they have the opportunity to get it free for a child, right? Up to 4 years. My children have been getting it free for 4 years, and it's pretty amazing. It's a tremendous investment that this company has in terms of helping our younger generation get healthier. Okay, so I'm very passionate about it because I see what it's done for me and my family. And here in Israel, from the second time you order it, you're able to get it free for a child. But even around the world, even from the first time, okay, when you order it for yourself, you can get it free for a child. up to 4 years. Okay. Now, what is so unique about this product, the Juice Plus product? What is it? Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that doctors all around the world tell us today that it's imperative for us to eat between 7 and 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. Now, who can eat so many fruits and vegetables? This is to help us against all the infectious diseases. Okay. There's so many, all the pollution outside and the stress, and these are called free radicals that are affecting our bodies at the cellular level. So the doctors all around the world tell us, and Boaz is going to tell us from a more professional perspective. He's an acupuncturist. He's going to tell us, doctors all around the world tell us that it's imperative for us to eat between 7 and 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, a serving is like an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, okay? Apple, orange, okay, of 5 different colors. This is what is so imperative for us to have. Now, who can eat so many servings of fruits and vegetables? So this company, they realized that our bodies are 70% water. If you could take out all the water in our bodies, you could put us in a box, right? You could put us in a bag, okay? With fruits and vegetables, they're about 90% water, Abraham. If you take out all of the water and all of the sugar, what are you left with? You're left with the phytonutrients and antioxidants. And that's what they did. And they put it into a capsule. So I said to myself, what? I'm an astronaut? Yes, I'm an astronaut, but I don't care, right? Because I know it's helping me and my family and helping families all around the world, right? So that's what's very unique about this, okay? So the combination of the company, which is a solid company, been around for 50 years. For the last 27 years, they are marketing the 3 blend of fruits, vegetables, and berries. Right, all around the world, together with the Complete, which is a protein shake, which is all plant-based, and it has no GMO. It has no, the protein is all from a plant-based protein, very, very high level, okay? The soy is non-genetic, of course, and then it's rice, okay, all rice, and chickpeas, and it's all very important protein. But when you're having the shake, it's like a substitute meal that one has, okay? And so the company, together with the company being 50 years, for the last 27 years, they are marketing these 2 products, right? And it's like making a small change and all of a sudden seeing a lot of different changes coming in one's life, okay? And making the company that they're constantly, every single year, they are growing. More and more people around the world are hearing about Juice Plus, the making a small change and changing one's health, and how special it is to be a part of this, to be able to share this with other people, and at the same time, getting admiration for doing so, okay? So that's why I'm very passionate about it. So let's hear from Boaz, okay? Because Boaz, I'm a tour guide, okay? And I'm telling you from my perspective of being a tour guide, how it influenced me and my family, and in terms of my nutrition and my finances. But also Boaz, he's a professional acupuncturist in the Golan Heights. I'm in Jerusalem. And I'd like to hear from him. Boaz, can you tell us, first of all, how long ago did you start taking the Juice Plus? And how did it affect you and your family, or was it for your practice more? Let us know.
Well, I joined this program and started using the products about 5 years ago. Um, I was going through a process of looking for another product that I could introduce into my practice, my acupuncture practice. Like you said, I'm a licensed acupuncturist here in Israel. I was looking for something additional to add to my practice to give more value to my patients and to help them recover more efficiently and faster. And a friend introduced me to another friend who was with the company. I took a look at the product. I took a look at the research. I asked them to wait, and I spent about a week, 2 weeks researching this on my own, making sure that I'm doing the right decision, that this is really a solid, high quality product. And then I decided to go for it. And I was so excited, actually. Again, I was introduced, I got to this company, to the product, looking for something to add value to my patients. But I was so excited about the quality of this product and the idea of it that I signed up for the business, but I immediately started taking the product myself. It made so much sense. It was just a no-brainer, and I started using it myself.
Wow. Okay. And did you introduce it into your family?
Yeah, I first off, my wife, the skeptical one, she comes from from a Russian family, and there it's in the DNA. If somebody's trying to offer something that costs money, then they're mostly trying to rip you off. So she was very skeptical.
Uh-huh.
She looked at this, well, what is this? Like fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Let's just go get fruits and vegetables. If you think you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, then start eating fruits and vegetables. We'll get some more fruits and vegetables from the supermarket.
Right.
And I said, sure, go ahead. But she was she she went on she tried to do that. She went to she was in the first, week and a half, she was getting lots of fruits and vegetables every day, but in a couple of days it just like fizzled out, and we didn't even notice that we're not getting lots of fruits and vegetables anymore like 3 days ago. And um, and then all of a sudden you realize that, yeah, it doesn't work. It's very difficult to make that commitment with a hectic modern schedule, to bring all that nutrition into your diet. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, one other thing that's very special about the Juice Plus is that there's no herbicides or pesticides or chemicals in the fruits and vegetables, right? Even though
true.
we need to eat the fruits and vegetables here in Israel, for example, but we're number one. Can you imagine, Abraham? We are number one in the world, not in our basketball team, okay? Like I told Steve Nash, the most valuable basketball player, not number one in the basketball team or in our football, but number one in having herbicides and pesticides and chemicals in our fruits and vegetables, unfortunately. We need to eat them, but that's our situation, right?
That's true. I mean, that's one of the most exciting things for me about the product. No pesticides. That's amazing. That's really amazing. So, the thing that caught my attention, the products are grown to their to be fully ripe before they're picked. The dehydration and freezing facilities are located on the farm. So once the products are picked, they're immediately going through a freezing process to lock in all the nutrients, and then they go through the dehydration. This I don't know how to do it, but cold temperature dehydration process, and then once the water is removed with the sugars, you have powder left, and then that's shipped to Switzerland, where the capsules are capsulated.
Uh-huh.
So it's a pretty cool process. Obviously, it's they have the trademark on that, so it's a secret process. We don't know how really it works, but it's pretty cool. Um, what
Okay.
I made a little presentation. I just want to go through a couple of slides here, which I think will give us a little bit of information about this company and the product, specifically the product. So, without further ado, let's do this. Here we go. Everybody sees my screen, I hope. If
Yeah,
you
we can
don't,
see it. Okay.
all right. So here we go. So the company keeps saying that the fruits and vegetable capsules and berry capsules, they're the next best thing to fruits and vegetables. This is not instead of eating, this is not to replace eating. You're not supposed to stop eating fruits and vegetables once you start taking the capsule. This is just bridging a gap. We're supposed to eat 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables. We don't eat so many. I mean, like today, I'm very aware of my diet, and today I think I had maybe 1 or 2 pieces of fruit, and I kind of skipped salad. But I had my smoothie with the complete, and I had my capsules. But anyway, eating servings of actual fruits and vegetables, I mean, a lot of times we just find ourselves finishing a day, and we didn't do even close to 7, right? So this just bridges the gap. We're supposed to eat a certain amount of fruits and vegetables. We don't get to that certain amount every day. So this bridges the gap and makes sure that we're getting the minimal amount of fruits and vegetables that our body needs every single day. Okay.
Okay.
And the company keeps saying this is the next best thing, not the best thing. Now, I want to stress again, this is not a multivitamin. This is not some specific nutrient that is extracted from the ingredients of the product. This is whole foods. This is not a mineral. This is not a vitamin. Whole fruits, whole vegetables, whole berries that are freeze dried and powdered, and they go into the capsule. So when you're consuming the capsule, you're eating an entire mulberry, you're eating an entire raspberry, you're eating an entire orange, including the peel, which has so much more vitamin C, for example, than the pulp, the fruit itself. You're eating the entire carrot, right? Everything that's in it.
Yeah.
So it's a whole food product, not just specific ingredients from fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, and if I can
Now,
add as well, just to
yeah,
add that it's not something that is just like a vitamin C coming in your body, but it's a synergy or a harmony or almost like a
yes,
symphony of 30 different fruits, vegetables, and
right,
berries. And we have to
right.
ask ourselves, what do you think this is going to do to you? If you're going to put into your system, or, Boaz, for example, and Elon, if you're going to put into your system 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries without any herbicides or pesticides or chemicals whatsoever, that are picked at the ripest time, that have the nutrients inside, and what is that going to do to you? How is that going to affect you? And that's how the body is healing itself. And that's what's amazing, where you have the body actually healing itself. And that's why they have so many clinical studies, to prove
Yeah,
how it can help people. Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
um yeah, it's really amazing. Again, when this is as a therapist for natural medicine, when my observation is when we have this, sometimes some people have this urge for eating sweets, right? We eat maybe a heavy meal and want to have something sweet, or just in the middle of the day want to have something sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back 10,000 years, we didn't have chocolate in our refrigerators to eat. So our body is craving for something sweet, but it's not really chocolate. What the body is craving is for fruits. Maybe the body is craving for vitamin C that is present in apples and citrus fruits, right? And blueberries, right? Maybe that's what the body wants. So the body signals that it needs that vitamin C by signaling to us that it wants us to eat something sweet. But today, instead of going outside and picking an apple from the tree and eating it, we we go to the refrigerator and pick a chocolate bar. And that's where the problem is. So when you have that vitamin C, I mean, how will the body absorb it better? Would it absorb it better if it comes in a synthetic form, only vitamin C in a tablet? Or will the body absorb it better if it comes in an entire apple with all the other ingredients, 10,000 ingredients that are in an apple that are there with the vitamin C? So of course our body knows how to process an apple, right? And that's the synergy. That's why we're using whole fruits and vegetables, because each ingredient will be absorbed better with the other ingredients being present there in our gut when our body digests this food. Now we talked about servings and the fact that we're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. A survey was done in one of the universities in Germany in 2006 and 7, came out with this interesting number. 87.4% of adults do not consume the recommended daily doses of fruits and vegetables. This is not a Juice Plus research paper. This is a survey, independent survey that has nothing to do with Juice Plus. They just wanted to see, are people eating enough fruits and vegetables as recommended by the medical establishment? And they found out that 87% of adults do not. Okay, the number is that the ones that do consume fruits and vegetables, the average is about, we consume 53 or 57% of what we should consume. So we're not eating enough. The same applies for children. Children, the next generation, right? Our flesh and blood, the ones that are supposed to grow. We want them to be healthy. We want them to grow as healthy human beings with a healthy life in a fit body, right? but 96% of the children by the ages of 6 to 12 do not consume the recommended doses of fruits and vegetables every day, and 70% of teenagers, right? And that's so important, right?
Yeah.
Obesity, other ailments, acne, things that are uh, serious and things that are not so serious, they all come, most of them stem out from the fact that we're not eating like we should eat. And that's where this company comes with this amazing product. Okay, so Juice Plus is we have two products in our company. We have capsules and we have the complete shake. The capsules are just capsulated fruits and vegetables, and there's a fourth capsule which is a omega blend of fatty acids. We don't have this capsule, this last fourth capsule here in Israel, but other countries overseas have it. And the three capsules, the green, the red, and the purple, the vegetables, fruits, and berries, they give us a variety of 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in their, again, in their whole food form, in a capsule. All you have to do is just swallow 2 of each every day, and that's it. You got this beautiful vegetable salad and this beautiful fruit salad and this beautiful bowl of berries every day. You're putting it in your body, and I just want you to stop for a minute and just think, what will happen to your body if you put these things that you see here on the screen, if you put that into your body every day for the next month? What will happen to your body for the
Yeah.
next year every day, for the next 15 years every day? How your body will thank you for giving it those nutrients that are so crucial and so healthy for us. Okay, so this
It's
is
like
amazing.
making, Boaz, it's like making this one simple change. And by making
Yeah,
one simple change, you start changing also your habits. You start exercising more. This is possibly what happens because, it's part of a program. That's why there's an unbelievable healthy revolution that's happening here in Israel and all around the world. And it's not just the product. It's a matter of, this is like making a simple change. And then all of a sudden you come to more optimal health by exercising more, by thinking more about what you're eating, by having more of a desire to have more fruits and vegetables instead of eating other things, which happened to me,
right.
right? Having more
Yeah, yeah,
water. So it's that's the process. What goes on here? Yeah.
yeah. That's the idea. And again, it's amazing. The genius here is in the simplicity of this product. And again, look at the talking about simplicity. Look at the ingredients of the fruits and vegetable capsules. There's nothing exotic here. Garlic, carrots, cabbage, broccoli, beets, right? And the fruit capsules, you have oranges, you have prunes, dates, cranberries, peaches. There's nothing exotic here, nothing that you won't find in your refrigerator already. But we're not eating enough, right? So the company is giving us a chance. This product gives us a chance to bring into our body this basic diet, these basic ingredients of our diet into our body in a very easy way. Just pop those 6 capsules into your mouth, drink them down with a big glass of water, and that's it. Forget about it until tomorrow. It's just that simple, right? You mentioned research. The last research paper published is actually about the Omega Blend capsule, the 41st research paper that was published. Just just a simple test, making sure that when people consume this capsule, then the omega fatty acid blends are actually absorbed in the gut into our bloodstream, are present in our bloodstream. A very simple study. And yes, and it is absorbed by our gut. Our body absorbs it. It's in the bloodstream, and most of the papers are like that. They're very favorable. But one very exciting research that's done is the Children's Health Program, the Children's Health Study. And this is an observational study that the people conducting the study are actually the parents, right? A family, like you said, that applies to be part of this program. For each adult that purchases the fruits and vegetable capsules, a child can get the same kit for free up to 4 years. And in English-speaking countries, the parents get questionnaires, and they send the questionnaires back to the company, and the company has a track track record of seeing what happens behavioral wise, what happens to those children after taking those capsules for a year, for 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years. And the results are amazing. I mean, who wouldn't want this, right? 61% of kids are eating more fruits and vegetables on their own, actually eating actual fruits and vegetables, right? 71% of children that are using these capsules are consuming less fast food and soft drinks. That's amazing. That's results. If you're talking about the obesity epidemic in the U.S. and in the Western world, this is like actual results happening, right? Less visits to the doctor, less missing days of school. It's amazing. And again, this is just what the parents are observing on their own. So it's amazing.
And this is based on 250,000 people. Now, I want to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that today there are more than 1.5 million children around the world that are getting Juice Plus free. More than 1.5
Yeah,
million children. So how
yeah.
special it is that we can be a part of this to help, as Boaz was saying, to help our younger generation to be able to eat better. As we said, there's an epidemic in America, right? If we can be a
Hmm.
part of helping people eating better, helping our children, our younger generation, right, consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and all of a sudden seeing small changes that can possibly
Yeah,
help them in their
yeah.
studies, right? And
With one simple change.
yeah, so that's
Yeah. This is just amazing. The other product Juice Plus has is the complete shake. This is not to be confused with a protein product. This is not a protein product. This is a balanced meal. It has all the four major food groups. It has carbohydrates, it has fat, it has protein, and it has fiber. All are both products, the capsules and the shakes, are all completely 100% vegan, no animal products, no gluten, no dairy, 100% vegan. And the idea for this product is people that skip meals. People skip meals a lot of times. When I have people coming to the clinic and we go over their diet, usually their first meal is going to be lunch, or munching on some very unhealthy stuff in the office at around 10 or 11. So people skip meals regularly. And you have to understand, our body needs protein. I mean, carbohydrates, carbs is very easy for our body to get. Fat is easy to get, right? But protein is a bit more tricky because we need a certain amount of protein every day. And if our body does not get the proper amounts of protein, then, well, it can't rebuild itself, right? If we're destroying muscle mass, or just repairs that our body is going through, right?
for
So
our
if we're not
bones.
getting enough protein, right,
Yeah.
then if you skip a meal, if you skip protein as the main course of a meal, then you're just telling your heart, you gotta handle this on your own today, buddy. Or you're just telling your gut, your intestines. Your intestines are a muscle, right? So you're telling intestines, figure it out yourselves, right? Eh, We need the proper amount of protein, and that's what this product comes to do. Again, it's supposed to be easy to consume. So this is fast, healthy food. You take the powder, you mix it with a liquid, either water or soy milk or rice milk or low fat milk or whatever you like. Me personally, I always add lots of fruits in it and something green and coconut oil or trina. You make a big thing out of it, and that, because it has fiber, actually gives you one. It gives you the nutrients you need, the big food groups, and then it also keeps you full throughout the day. So when I blend this with a smoothie with lots of fruits and something green and something fatty, and I throw in the capsules as well, then I'm full from morning to noon. I don't have to eat anything from morning to noon. Maybe I'll have another piece of fruit in the middle, but that's it. And I'm a healthy man, right? So
Yeah.
so this is great. So we can use this to help people. In addition to exercising and drinking lots of water, we can help people substitute one meal with a shake and help them lose weight. We can help people gain weight by adding this as a dessert for a meal, right? Then they get a little bit more protein instead of raising their weight with fat. They raise their weight with protein. So so that's a healthy way to do that. It's great for athletes that need quick protein after a workout. Great for kids that run off to the school bus on an empty stomach, and then they have to sit in class hungry and try
Yeah.
to listen. Imagine a child that takes like a small cup of this and feels full. He's not hungry, and he can sit in class and listen to the teacher and actually learn without thinking about his stomach. So this is amazing.
Yeah. Now it's
Um,
13 grams of protein. Some people might say, well, that's not so much, but I understand that most of the protein that many people take in a shake would be milk protein or some type of whey or cheese, which is not
mhm.
healthy. This is a very, very healthy water wash soy protein, very high level. And when you actually add in I add into my shake, to my smoothie, I put in like almond milk or soy milk, and then it comes to about 20 grams, close to 20 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So, and it's
And
delicious.
remember, our body can't absorb more than about 25 grams of protein at a time, right?
Yeah,
So this is okay. This is fine.
yeah,
And it's yummy. We got lots of recipes for yummy stuff. You can also trick kids with this shake. You can make pancakes out of this, of this complete shake. You can make
right.
cakes out of this complete shake. You can make ice cream, for
Yeah,
crying out loud. You can have ice cream and lose weight. I mean, how magnificent is that? That's just amazing. Um, we talked a little bit about research. I'm just going to very quickly. The research is what we call gold standard. It's placebo-controlled, double-blinded, which means that the patient doesn't know what if he's getting the placebo or the real thing, and the doctor doesn't know if he's administering the placebo or the real thing. Both sides don't know, and the results are favorable. We have um, clinical research that is conducted in it's third party, which means that the uh, the institute that is conducting the research owns the research, the papers, the results, and they can publish them whether they're favorable or not. And it just happens to be that we never had an unfavorable research result. Um, we have research on dental health, gum health, the immune system, skin health. That was amazing. What taking these products did to me was just give me an energy boost. I was very healthy when I started taking them. I was working out. Um, I was healthy. I never ate junk food. I knew that I'm not eating enough fruits and vegetables. That's what made sense. I didn't expect anything because I wasn't suffering from anything, right? But it gave me a big energy boost. And looking back now, I noticed that in the last 4 or 5 years, I was only sick once. So it did boost my immune system. But again, I didn't expect anything to happen. With my wife, it was a different story. She had eczema. She had very severe, difficult skin issues on her hands for 11 years, and nothing helped. Changing her diet didn't help. Acupuncture didn't help. Herbal medicine didn't help. Nothing really helped. And but then she started taking the Juice Plus capsules after she capitulated with our little experiment with buying lots of fruits and vegetables. She started taking the capsules, and in a month, her deep eczema cuts became like red marks, and then after the second month, they were gone. So that was an amazing result. But after we saw this, after I saw the skin health, the research that was conducted, the result was that adding Juice Plus to your diet increases the body's I forgot the word, to the skin by 40%. The body moves more
Oh, the
nutrients into the
elasticity,
skin,
elasticity.
not elasticity, but what the body nurtures, or I forgot the word, gives more nutrients to the skin by 40% more. Okay,
Hmm.
and that explains what happened to us using the product. So the results are like a thicker skin, more moist. It's a very interesting study. Oxidative stress, great, very important for athletes. blood vessels. A lot of people that take the Juice Plus products, they with time they have better blood results, blood tests, and markers go down. It's very interesting, and the product protects our DNA when our cells um, uh, divide. So it's great. It's a great product.
Some people
The
ask,
price.
for example, with respect to high blood pressure,
Mhm.
can it be helpful, because you say with the blood vessels, can it be helpful in lowering the blood pressure? Of course, we don't know for sure, but, do we have clinical studies? Is there, do you know about that?
I don't know if there's a clinical study specifically about lowering blood pressure,
Hmm.
but again, if we add good, well, one, we see people that is their testimony. I mean, that is what they're going to say. I started taking the product. That's the thing that I changed in my lifestyle, and in 6 months, or in 8 months, or in 12 months, my blood results were way better. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
just their own experience.
Right.
Um, and also, just think about the berries. We know that the berries are full of antioxidants that have a direct effect on the cardiovascular system. So specifically, directly on hypertension, we don't have those studies, but on the health of the cardiovascular system, yes, we know it has an effect, and a very positive effect.
Very good.
Last but not least, the price is just great. The 3 capsules are $2.50 a day. That's your daily dose. That's that's your investment in your health. The complete shake is $2.50 per serving, and that just depends how often you use it. You take it. So $5 a day of investing in your health is, I think, it's a small price to pay to make sure you're not getting to any big stuff down the road.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, from my point of view, if you liked what you heard, and you want to either, a lot of times we have to pick: um, do I want health, or do I want wealth? Well, here you don't have to pick. The company here is great. Um, when I was introduced to this product and to the company as a person who has his own practice, his own business, I was horrified that I would probably have to invest a lot of money in it, with inventory, with joining the company, and I was surprised. It cost me a little bit more than $100 per year for annually to get set up with my back office system, my website from the company, and then I only buy the product that I use. I don't keep an inventory in my clinic. When a customer wants to use the product, I just help them place the order. They pay the company directly. The company ships the product to them, delivers it directly to them to their doorstep, and I don't have to keep an inventory here, and I don't have to deal with my customers' money. It's between them and the company. So that made a huge difference for me. It made this dream come true, right? Because you have this amazing product. It's really good. I mean, I saw this and I said, I want to consume this and I want to work with this. And then the our relationship with the company is so easygoing, that they just made it as easy as possible, and that's just amazing.
Yeah. All the logistics are taken care of by it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Dealing with the bureaucracy of our country, or any country that the company is moving into, they take care of it. They set up their offices, they set up their warehouse, and they don't start any work until they have everything set up, and everything is ready for people to place their orders and get their products. So the company is very, very organized in that sense, and very fair, and easy. Like, why make this more complicated than it should be? It's as easy as it should be.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. Really amazing. Wow. So thank you so much. It was really a special presentation just to, to see what's happening here. And ladies and gentlemen, it's so important for us to take a proactive approach to our health and to our wealth, because no one is going to take care of ourselves. And this is what we're doing by making a simple change like this. You're taking a proactive approach, not waiting. Like so many people are waiting today. They're waiting and they're going to get the virus. They're going to get sick. They're going to get problems. And then they have to get antibiotics and they have to figure out, why should we wait? I want to make an investment in my health now, right?
Yeah.
In terms of making sure that I'm going to be taken care of.
You
And
know,
later,
a very
you
sad
know,
statistic is that in the US, they found that people spend more than 95% on their health in their last 6 years of living.
they spend on it.
That's when they spend more than
Mhm.
95% of what they spend on their health and their
So if
last
we can
5 years
be,
of living,
if
last
we
six
can
years of
help
living.
them, if we can, especially
Yeah,
the younger generation, they're younger children today that are young children who have diabetes, who have all kinds of infectious diseases when they're young,
yeah,
you
that
know,
you expect from an older person to have. That's just
exactly. And this is a situation, if we can be a part of trying to help them, helping families, helping generations and generations of families getting healthier, right? But once again, what are we doing? We're filling in the gap, ladies and gentlemen. This is the amount of fruits and vegetables that we need to eat, and this is what we're eating. And there's a gap, and the Juice Plus is filling in that gap, okay? But we're filling in the gap with the fruits and vegetables that have no herbicides or pesticides or chemicals, as I mentioned, and that is picked at the ripest time, having the synergy or the harmony all coming into your body. As Boaz said, what do you think how it's going to affect you if you're going to be taking it day after day? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking it for 7 years. I have my children
five
taking
years.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
my
I
children. Yeah,
see what it's doing, and I see how it's like making a small change, and all of a sudden there's a change that happens in your health habits, and it's so special to be a part of it.
yeah.
And that's why, and it's also in terms of pregnancy, for example, many pregnant women ask my wife and say, do you think it can help with pregnancy? Well, there are, ladies and gentlemen, there are clinical studies that show this, but I saw it firsthand with my daughters when they had their pregnancy. The pregnancy before having the Juice Plus was not the same, right? Many women have said that they have more energy, that the child is healthier, right? And there are clinical studies that show this from the major universities all around the world, right?
Yeah.
That they've shown this. Also with the Olympics. The Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, are using the Juice Plus product because it can be helping them. It's part of an optimal health, right? Being able to, put this into their diet and helping them to increase their performance, right? And this is the Olympics, so you can be helping people in the sports as
Yeah.
well. So
I said that there are a few questions in the chat, so
let's address
so I'm
them.
gonna so let's address them. Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, my wife Batsheva has joined us. Welcome, Batsheva. We're so happy that you're here. Um, do you
Okay.
find that the main objection to the price? As a family, it can add up. Um, from my personal experience with talking to customers, it's usually the concept. What do you mean? Fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Are you trying to pull my leg or something? That's usually what I get. With the price, you obviously have to fit in whatever you invest in your health. You have to fit into a budget. So since you can break up the products, you don't have to get everything. Then people find a way to start investing in their health and still stay in their budget. That's my experience with presenting this.
Mhm.
What's yours, Shlomo?
Well, with respect to price, I think that you have to realize, I see for myself the value that I'm getting in terms of the value versus the price. I think that it's worth every shekel that I'm putting into it, because just realizing, not only realizing in my mind, just knowing, that I have a sense of security knowing that I'm investing in my health. I'm putting in my system 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries without any herbicides or pesticides, and picked at the ripest time, and all the clinical studies. But I see with my own results. I saw it in the blood tests of my wife, how her cholesterol was a little high, and she was getting close to being diagnosed for having diabetes and having to take pills all the time and antibiotics and all kinds of, and having a special diet. Well, having the Juice Plus as being part of this simple change and changing that, that's so special. And the value that I'm getting in terms of changing my health, changing my children's health, my grandchildren, knowing that I'm giving my grandchildren, right, a very solid foundation. And for example, in America, you can get gummies. Gummies are, instead of giving candies to children, you can actually get what are called gummies. They're like little candies, but it's all fruits, vegetables, and berries. And what
Yeah.
we do is we get it in America, and then someone brings it over and brings it to us. And my
Yeah, we don't have that
grandchildren,
yet in Israel. Yeah.
yeah, we don't have it in Israel
Take it
yet.
after
But
we.
also, I'll
Yeah.
tell you something. My granddaughter, she was about 3, and and it was on the Shabbat, and we were sleeping, and all of a sudden she went in and she saw the capsules, and she eats the capsules. When she was 3 years old, she was eating the capsules, right? And it's something very, very healthy, for children. So I just
Amazing.
think in terms of the value that you're getting. I mean, I could say to you, Boaz, I could say, if I'm going to give you I'm going to tell you, I have a Mercedes for you to buy. Okay. But, it's a Mercedes, but it's 50,000 shekels. Okay. Brand new Mercedes. Okay. Are you going to tell me it's a lot of money? You know, it's all in what, how you look at it. I mean, a
Right.
Mercedes is a lot of money, but, $50,000 for having a Mercedes. Well, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if this is exactly the Mercedes, but I can tell you the value that you're getting, right? It can possibly change one's life with respect to one's health and with respect to one's financial situation.
Right.
I'm a tour guide.
Again, we have to remember, again, this is food that we're supposed to consume, and we're not. So obviously we're adding food into our diet. Yes, it's going to have its cost. I don't consider the complete shake as an expense, because for me it replaces a meal. So I'm
Yeah.
going to pay for the food either way. But the capsules, yes, it's an additional cost, but it's a cost that we have to. It's food that's missing in our diet. We need that food anyway. So it's going to have its cost, yes. But again, that's not the objection that I am encountered with when I speak to people. Most of the time, it's the concept. People have a difficult time uh, dealing, believing that it's possible to take so much fruits and vegetables and shrink them into a small capsule.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Okay. Any other questions
I think
that you have
we'll.
in the chat?
Do you speak to mostly singles or families? Me, both. I
Okay.
don't. I speak to both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as well. I pretty much, I'll tell you this company is inspiring healthy living around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, they're in 30 countries right now. It's been in Israel for the last 8 years, and they're just growing. There are more than 100,000 people in Israel where people don't have so much money, Elon. More than 100,000 people that are taking the Juice Plus product, right? And being part of this whole revolution, this healthy revolution that's happening. And most of the people, I would say 94 to 95% of the people that are taking the Juice Plus, right? And part of this whole healthy revolution are taking it because it's helping them, not for any financial kind of, situation, not for what we're talking about of a business. They're taking it because it's helping them. And these are statistics. You can see it in the company. The company is here in Netanya, right? And they are all around the world. They're growing and growing, as I mentioned. And what's amazing is that I have some customers, some people that I've spoken to and helped them and helping the families. And they're my customers in New York and in Virginia, in America, and in California and Florida. And if they happen to know someone who is in Mexico or in Dubai, right, or in the Czech Republic that is going to be opening up, I can help that family getting healthier, help those people getting healthier. And at the same time, I'm helping my own family here in Israel financially, because the company is going to be providing for me financially every month to because I'm helping the company to grow, right?
Yeah.
So it's amazing to be a part of it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's really
Uh,
special, right? Really special
there
to
was
have.
another question about
Okay.
quick question about where the vegetables are sourced. As far as I know, most of the farms for the fruits and vegetables are located in the U.S., some in Central America as well.
Yeah.
The berries come mostly from Scandinavia. Yeah, that's where it's
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
I'll tell you something,
Secret
Boaz.
location.
I recently found out. That when we say there's no herbicides or pesticides or chemicals whatsoever, I'll tell you the company is so specific to the point where even the airspace, they have bought in the airspace above the place of the farm area so that no planes are allowed to fly over, right? And have any kind of pollution coming in to
Wow,
pollute his plus products.
I
Okay.
didn't know that.
So yeah, that's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
We can learn from everyone, but it's amazing just to realize that. Okay, this is the company that really is, the company with the heart, and that's what I feel. Just from
Yeah.
knowing Jay Martin, knowing him, the person who started this unbelievable healthy revolution around the world. What a tremendous thing that he brought to the world. And we can be a part of this. So that's why I'm very passionate about it as well. And so it was really special to have everyone on the chat. We have our English meetings every week, okay, on Sundays at 8 o'clock. So if you have other people that you'd like to have to know about it, please let us know, okay? And the person who introduced you to, the Zoom, speak to them, or you can speak to me or to Boaz. And if you have any further questions, I'll just tell you one last thing that really stays with me. There's a motivational speaker. His name is Les Brown, and he came from a very, very difficult upbringing. And he was born in an abandoned building, and he had a terrible life in his younger years. And they said he had no future. And he changed his whole life around, and he became a tremendous, tremendous motivational speaker all around the world, motivating, major corporations of Exxon and McDonald's. And one thing he says that really sticks with me, he really says a lot of special things, but one thing he says, if you shoot for the moon, ladies and gentlemen, even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. This company, ladies and gentlemen, is shooting for the moon. Okay, they're inspiring healthy living all around the world, right? They recently opened up, as I mentioned, the countries of Romania, Dubai, Mexico, Czech Republic is going to be opening very soon, Portugal. We're going to be able to be a part of helping people around the world getting healthier. Even if we miss, even if we can't get all these people, we're going to be in the stars. Okay, so we're all stars. And I hope that you got some value from the Zoom, and you can be a part of this amazing, amazing, transformation that is happening here in Israel and all around the world. And so much of this is happening, everybody knows about it, in Hebrew, in Ivrit, right? We have every week 2 presentations in Hebrew, right? Each of the Zoom has about between 80 and to 100 people on the Zoom. There's an unbelievable transformation that is happening here in Israel and all around the world, right? And we are beginning to let people know in English, because people in English don't understand what's happening. And that's the whole purpose of this Zoom that Boaz and myself are doing. So if you did get some value, if you have other people that would be interested in being a part of it, let us know, get in contact with us, and we'll be able to shoot for the moon. And even if we miss, we'll land amongst the stars. So have a wonderful evening, and bye now. Take care.
Shavua tov,
Good.
everybody. Have a great day.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.